Hey, good morning, friends. Today, let's talk about some more home safety, home security measures that you can do, that you can take, that you can implement as part of your home defense strategy. Look, it's at the time of recording this, depending on when you're watching, it's 2024. There's so much going on in the world. Criminals, robbers, whatever you want to call them, don't look like they did back in the 90s or the early 2000s. You know, they're not rolling up to your house wearing a black hoodie or a ski mask. Today, they're rolling up looking like a UPS driver, looking like the mailman. So what can you do if you're not paying attention to the news, or perhaps the news that you're watching isn't telling you these types of things because it doesn't necessarily fit the narrative? They want you to believe everything's fine in the world. Nothing bad's going to happen to you. There's no such thing as doom and gloom in your neighborhood. Well, if you're naive to think that, well, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you're not paying attention, there are many cases these days where people are opening up their door thinking that they're getting a package, and then the criminals bum rush them, push them over in the doorway, they tie them up, they beat them. Just the other day I saw one where they mentioned that this dude inappropriately touched a 14-year-old girl during the home invasion while the caregiver, I think it was a grandmother, was watching the kids. They smacked the grandma up a little bit, pushed the little girl to the ground, took some valuables, and off they went. And as I just mentioned, they were dressed as a delivery driver. They walked up in what looked like a UPS type wardrobe, you know, all brown, brown button up. Did it really look like a UPS driver? No, but if you didn't know any better and you open up your door, you would assume it's a UPS driver. They had a package in their hand. They said, hey, here's your package. They gave them the package so that as soon as they had the package in their hands and they couldn't, defend themselves by putting their hands up, that's when the fake delivery driver bum rushed the door. The dude came from around the corner to assist him. And obviously they did what they wanted to do. Listen, it's 2024. If you don't have some type of Nest doorbell camera or Ring doorbell camera, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. They're inexpensive. They're simple to install. And for the low price that you're paying and the ease of use, you have peace of mind to know exactly what's going on outside your front door, your back door, your side door, wherever you decide to put a camera, right? Listen, I don't tell people when I go on vacation, okay? I just got back from vacation. I'll tell you that now, because if you decide to tell people that you're going on vacation, they can very easily find out where you live and steal your stuff. So if you have a Nest or Ring doorbell camera, well, then you know what's going on. So for me, I have a Nest doorbell camera. It's hooked up to all the other cameras in my house. And what I do is I check them whenever I get an alert, whether I'm at the house or I'm away from the house. So in this instance, I was away from the house. a package arrived at my door. The UPS guy rang the doorbell. He was going to give it to me. Well, I don't just answer the door for anyone. So I went on the doorbell and I said, "Hey, can I help you?" And I was waving to the cop. I'm not supposed to be here. So we'll see what happens. So I said, "Hey, can I help you?" He goes, "Yeah, I got a package for you." I said, "Hey, bro, I'm right in the middle of something. Just leave it at the door. I'll grab it then. Thank you." He goes, "Okay, no problem." But he put it down and he left. Obviously, that wasn't somebody trying to steal my stuff. But, you never know. And being that I'm away from home, if a robber came up and he's knocking on the door, he's ringing the doorbell, nobody's answering, well, they would be inclined to believe that you can just bust in and have at it, right? So, what you need to do is you need to start thinking about these things. Now, I'm not telling you every person who rolls up to your house dressed in the brown tuxedo with the package is going to try to rob you or bust in your door. But you need to start thinking about these things because, like I said earlier, criminals are not acting like criminals today. They're showing up as delivery drivers, as mail people, since you can't say mailmen anymore because people get offended, just like you can't say firemen anymore. Now it's, I don't know, fire people, firefighters, whatever. But I just don't want to see anybody become a victim of this. And honestly, I hate to say it, but I have a feeling criminals are going to show up to people's doors dressed as police officers, dressed as FBI agents. If they know that you have firearms, they'll come as ATF agents. You name it. The thing that worries me most is the people who are going to show up to your door acting as if they're police officers with the firearm in a holster. The thing that scares me is that's going to be real, right? Which again, it kind of circles back to some videos that I did previously on, even some articles that I wrote of why you should carry at your house. Now, if I remember, I'll toss some of that content down in the description that you can read it if you want some kind of continuing education, so to speak. But they're good articles, good pieces of content that I would highly recommend you read if this is a topic that you're worried about, considering, trying to prepare for. And look, I'm not telling you that you should live in fear, that every person that comes up to your door is out to get you. That's not the case at all. The last thing I want you to do is to live in fear. What I want you to do is I want you to be prepared, right? They say only the paranoid survive, right? Well, yes and no. Like, I'm not going to walk around my house thinking that somebody's going to be at my back door any second, or my front door is going to get kicked in at any moment. Like, dude, I'm not that paranoid, but I'm paranoid enough that I'm going to prepare for any situation. I'm just not going to live in fear. So, with that being said, guys, that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about this because we did, the kids stuff in the past of not putting names on their backpacks, and a whole bunch of other topics similar to that with kids. So I just wanted to talk about this because it's popping up more and more, despite what the media is showing you. If you go on Twitter or just Google it, delivery driver, home invasion. If you Google anything like that, you're going to see a whole bunch of topics that are similar. And it's kind of frightening. Look, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but these people are going to target those who are not as strong and capable. Know what I mean? Like they're not going to go after, well, they can go after my house. It'll be a really bad day for them. Hopefully they said goodbye to their loved ones before they decided to try to come into my house, because that wouldn't go over too well for them. But you know, they're gonna prey on the elderly. They're gonna prey on women. They're gonna prey on anyone who is an easy target, a soft target. So that being said, I am at the bottom of the hill. I'm going to head over, say hello to my turtle friends and the little fish. I shouldn't say little, they're gigantic koi fish. But I'll say good morning to them now that I'm back from vacation. And then I'll walk back up this hill and start my jog. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or evening, wherever you are and whatever time it is. But again, like, man, you guys start thinking about this type of stuff. It's popping up more and more, and I'm afraid it's going to get worse. It's only going to get worse because criminals are desperate. They're getting smarter. They're not the stupid idiots that just show up in black hoodies and black sweatpants and stuff and ski masks. They're more sophisticated. They're making it look more realistic to get you to lower your defenses, and that's when they take advantage of you. So if you got value out of this, guys, YouTube hates this type of content. They don't want you prepared, just like the government doesn't want you prepared. But the fact is, nobody's coming to save you, okay? You are your first line of defense. You have to be prepared for things that pop off, because somebody kicks in your door and you call 911. Average response time is about 7 minutes. That is an eternity for bad things to happen. So you can't stand there and wait, call a timeout. Hey, timeout, give me 7 minutes, and then you can try to kill me. No. You need to prepare for these types of things, because these robbers are kicking in doors, they're showing up with packages, and they're persistent. And it may just be coming to a neighborhood near you. So if you find value, do me a favor and click that like button, because the algorithm hates these types of videos. YouTube hates these kind of videos. Google hates these types of videos. But it's important for you guys to know this. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Feel free to subscribe if you want more of these types of content, because I enjoy making them. I know you guys will get value out of it. And it's a strange world out there, so I want you guys to be prepared. So with that being said, guys, hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.